Hello and welcome to the first obituary of the 2025 review of the year. My name is Mr. Abdi, and today I focused on Wayne Osmond, an American musician who was the second oldest of the original Osmond Brothers singers and the fourth oldest of the 9 Osmond siblings who died on New Year's Day 2025 in Salt Lake City, Utah. His legacy of making music to millions of Americans and around the world with the Osmonds will continue after his passing, and may you rest in peace. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the like button, and ring the notifications bell so you won't miss our update on all things YouTube. Enjoy the obituary. Born Tuesday, 28th of August 1951 in Ogden, Utah, Wayne Osmond is the son of Olive Osmond, the matriarch of the Osmond singing family, and George Osmond, the patriarch of the family, and he is one of 9 children of the family. All of them were members of the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Osmonds began their legendary musical career in 1958 when he, along with Alan, Merrill, and Jay, began singing barbershop music for local audiences in and around Ogden, as well as during their weekly church services. In an ABC television movie, Is Like the Osmonds, which aired in 2001, they explained that they originally performed to earn money to help buying hearing aids for Verl and Tom, and to finance their future church missions. In an article by Salt Lake City newspaper Deseret News in 2018, titled "There's Still the Osmond Brothers After All These Years," it said, "Not even the most clairvoyant among those listening could have guessed what that song would launch. Sales of 100 million records. 59 of them platinum and gold. Worldwide fame, and a family enterprise that 25 years later will be worth an estimated $100 million. All of which the Osmonds would lose because of the noble that mistaken belief that everyone was as honest as they were. Despite their young ages, ranging from 9 to 3 years, from 9 to 3 years old, within a few years, the boys' talent and stage presence was strong enough that their father took them to compete in an amateur barbershop singing competition in California. On the same trip, they visited Disneyland, where Tommy Walker, Disneyland's director of entertainment and customer relations since from 1955 to 1966, found the Osmond brothers singing with the Dapper Dans on Main Street. Walker hired the Osmonds to perform in the park during the following summer and to perform minor roles in television's series The Travels of Jamie McFeeters, starring actor Kurt Russell, the future Emmy, Golden Globe, and Teen Choice Awards nominee. The family also appeared on a segment of Disney After Dark, which first aired in April 1962. The group also visited the United Sisters, hoping to get their feedback given their representation as a family harmony group. This led to a long-running friendship between the two families, and sometime after a misconnection that had prevented from Osmonds from auditioning for American Ocorners, Band Nation, and television Brown Sario, Lawrence Welk, the occasional guest appearance on the Lawrence Welk show in the mid-1960s. While the Osmond brothers were working on Disney After Dark, Andy Willis's father, Jay, saw them and was so impressed that he told his son to book them on this television show, The Andy Williams Show. Andy, the hit maker, finds great 1960s and 1970s, such as Can't Get Used to Losing You, Where Do I Begin, Love Story, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, and Music to Most Girls By, Dead, and the Osmonds become regulars on the show from 1962 to 1967, where they earned their nickname One Take Osmonds amongst staff due to professionalism and talent rehearsing. Tony soon joined them on the show, marking the others the 5-member group. Murray Jimmy also introduced the show a few years later. During this time, the Osmonds also toured Europe, performing with Sweden's most popular singer, Lars Londal, also known as the Swedish Frank Sinatra, and even releasing a single when they sang a Swedish version of Two Dirty Little Ads, Fem Smutsiga Smartfinkrar. The Andy Williams show ended its first round in 1967, after which the Osmond brothers were signed to the Jerry Lewis show, which stayed around until it was cancelled in 1969, after which they rejoined the Andy Williams show, which showed for a second run. The suit design was to make modern pop music and become a rock and roll band, prompting them to shed their traditional image. The change was difficult for their father, who was suspicious of rock and roll, and the boys beginning as a pop band. George 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 Osmond used his military training to keep his son strictly regimented. After that, they entered the 1970s with Osmondism. Record producer Mike saw the Osmonds perform as a band and recognized that they combined a remix of polished performing style, instrumental skill, and vocal talent. Curb at the time was in the midst of the crusade against rock musicians who promoted drug use, and the Osmonds was a wholesome and drug-free alternative to the psychedelic rock of the late 1960s. He said, "Drug groups are the cancer of the industry. Their effect on young people who are fans and followers is devastating. When they appear smashed up of their minds, described musically as a great listeners, they're glorifying hard drugs. I credit hard drug record acts and hundreds of new young drug users." Curb's announcement came after the overdose deaths of rock legends Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix. They made a mixture of drugs and music a hot topic. He signed the Osmonds to MGM Records and arranged them for them to record at music Muscle Shoals with R&B producer Rico. Under Hall's guidance, Osmond hit a song on the pop chart with One Bad Apple in 1971. Their song One Bad Apple, written by Joe Jackson, was composed in the style of the Jackson 5. Jackson denied that he had ever offered it to the Jackson 5 holding Osmond date that the Jackson 5 contained rock on it. The song earned them #1 in February 1971 and then produced big hits such as Double Loading, Yo Yo, Go Away Little Girl, and Puppy Love, the latter covered by British music group S Club Juniors, which was released in 2002 along with a Christmas song, Sleigh Ride. After their successful start to the 70s, the Osmonds transitioned into rock. In the 2004 article by Deseret News titled, "After 47 years, Osmonds are still strictly." Wade said, "In the early days, we turned out some songs that become hit records because of the lyrics that weren't right, but we ended up writing some great songs ourselves. Crazy Tortoise was the biggest we ever had." The Osmonds began writing and performing their own music, and their sound moved towards rock music, beginning with the album Phase 3. Part of the transition to music was, according to Wayne in 2004, the fact that the family became dissatisfied with some of the material being offered to them not fitting their moral standards, so they started writing their own. The next Crazy Horses album was the band's first personal statement. The brother said, have been quoted as saying that the title song refers to air pollution from cars, and its instrumentation, even other rock songs or on early heavy metal. They wrote all the songs and played all the instruments with on guitar, Wayne on lead guitar, with the lead vocals, and bass, Jerry Johnson on the keyboards. All the second back vocals are lead to album cuts. Donnie lots to switch to instrumental contributions most of 1972 to accommodate his changing voice. By 2033, Donnie had settled from his former boy soprano range to a smooth baritone voice. Donnie's voice change was a major upset to the group's original formula for success, largely eliminating Merrill's young-sounding Carol voice and forcing Merrill's very mature tenor voice to strain the cover most of the high notes with audible difficulty. Through the next few years, the success of the Crazy Horses singles Hold Tight number 14 and the title track Crazy Horses, in which Donnie did not sing but could to the popular keyboard riff, kept the group very popular through 1973. As the group toured, Donnie continued to gain solo hits with the band perfectly incomplete, with their clean cut energy, talent, and then Robert Land then toured crowds across the United States. By this time, the Osmonds broke through the United Kingdom as well, counting group and solo recordings. Members of the Osmond group charted 13 singles on the UK charts in 1973. Some on Osmond Mania described their phenomenon. And I'm not talking about the similar of the previous decade. The group also had their own Saturday morning concerts in 1952 and 1993. In Italy, this was only 19 honors, but Crazy Horses were eventually introduced to the band's stylings to American audiences. It could be contrast to the teen honors before and after them, such as Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Miley Cyrus, and Ariana Grande, amongst others. The Osmonds maintained their squeaky clean image to this day, even after all those years of music and pop culture success. On New Year's Day 2025, Osmond died of a stroke, leaving his wife Catherine White, who married to her before, and his legacy of the Osmond brothers / Osmond behind. Thanks for everything, Mr. Osmond, and may you rest in peace. Thanks for watching for the obituary of Wayne Osmond, and I'm Mr. LD.